How you been, man?
Chilling, dude.
Yeah.
Just working hard.
Just woke up, huh?
Yeah.
It's a long day.
You probably deserved a nap, right? I told
I
you.
tried to turn the damn thing
I
off.
did a 10-hour GQ shoot yesterday.
A 10-hour GQ shoot. How'd that go?
It was good. It was long, and I didn't really sleep the night before, so I was running on adrenaline.
So how does that, if you have a photo shoot though and you didn't sleep the night before, like a woman would worry about bags underneath the eyes.
Right. Well, I mean, that's what they put makeup on me.
Do
I'm not proud of it, but they put makeup on me.
What are the beauty secrets of Justin Bieber that most don't know about? Come on.
I would say moisturizer in the morning.
All right.
Moisturize the face. You got to make sure to get sleep. That's one thing. I don't know. Just take care of yourself.
You're too pretty to be taking care of yourself. You must have people primping you all day
They
long.
do know. I have to. I mean, it's really not my favorite thing, but they have to put makeup on me before doing like events and shows and stuff. My dad's still tripping. He's like, "You shouldn't be wearing makeup. You're a man."
Was your dad at the photo shoot? Did he get to be at the photo shoot?
No. He's back home with the kids. He's just preparing for Christmas. He's got 2 little babies. So.
Gotcha. Are you gonna be able to be with fam for Christmas?
Yeah, I'm flying out tonight.
Oh,
cool.
good for you.
Yeah, so you're here for one night, then you head back.
Yep,
Wow.
I'm back.
It's a whirlwind. It's funny because I'm looking at you now here, and I'm getting all nostalgic over the last. Scooter and I were downstairs. I'm getting all nostalgic, and we were talking about your first time in studio, man, when you were like 15 years old.
Dude, I watched that interview recently, like a week ago.
It's crazy. So he literally walks in the studio, and he's got his Justin Bieber hair and his guitar, and he's just eager. He's just eager to be on mic and eager to be on the radio.
Of course.
And you were 15 years old at that time, right? So now, of course, back then, none of us knew you were going to be the biggest star in the world. So, all right, let's get deep for a second. 21-year-old Justin is giving 15-year-old Justin advice on what to expect from the industry and what to expect of life, going through what you've gone through. What do you say to that dude now?
I would just say, just listen to the people who care about you, and also I was so, you can't really teach innocent, because I was innocent and I was young and I trusted everybody, and with being young and innocent in this industry, it's not necessarily the best thing because people take advantage of vulnerability. And so I think I was just in a place of just trusting everyone and, thinking everyone was on my side and eventually getting burned. And yeah, it's just tough, man. And after a while, I started putting up walls and boundaries. And for a while, I kind of shut everybody out. And then I kind of lost my own personality and lost my charismaticness because I just didn't trust anyone. And then finally, I was like, you know what? I'm not going to let them win. I'm going to give them some of me and learn how to put up a wall without closing myself off completely.
You're probably the most competitive person I've ever met in my life, and I've seen it time and time again.
Yes.
And I've seen it. There was one time, you're not going to remember any of this, but there's one time you're on stage and you're like trying to kick like a jujube or something into the crowd while maybe you were on the side of the stage throwing it at him.
What in the world are you talking about?
No, because...
Yeah, dude, we just were doing crazy stuff. Like we used to have these like sound check parties. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, that's exactly what it was.
Yeah, and then before we do like weird games and he'd throw something to me and I tried to kick it and I wouldn't stop until I got it. I'm like that type of dude. Like the other day, I forget what it was, but they were like, he's not going to stop. My boy's like, he's just not going to stop. He's going to do this until he makes it.
I saw it that day. So is it that competitiveness to where like when everybody's coming down on you, you feel like the media isn't being fair to you?
Right.
At some point, you got competitive and just started fighting back, right?
Well, the thing is that throughout it all, I always knew my talent level and I knew what I was capable of. So I was never worried about coming back. And that might sound weird, and because I was such in a weird place, but I always knew what I was capable of. And at that time, I was just growing up and figuring myself out. And I just happened to be doing it in a spotlight and in front of people. So it was a little different. Like you guys got to make your mistakes, and no one got to see it.
Right.
And for me, it's like everyone gets to see it, and obviously I have more accessibility to do crazier stuff because I'm, in this position. But yeah, dude, I just had to figure out what kind of man I wanted to be, and I have awesome people in my corner. We got Scooter, who's just an awesome man, and that's it.
When it comes to finding the right people to trust, though, because it's no exaggeration when BERT says like you are one of the world's biggest stars. So the people that get to come into your fold, like how do you figure out who you can trust and who you can't?
Well, I had to reassess that completely. I kind of like shut everybody out. After I was like, you know what, I'm gonna kind of start making some changes. So I kind of just like, let me take some space, even from the people that I loved. And then I came back and I put them in the positions where they needed to be. Before it was like, I didn't really have anyone in designated places. It was just like whoever, whenever, you know, because I was just like, I wanted people around, and, you know, you're in a place of being lonely and stuff. It feels good to have someone around. It doesn't even matter who it is. So they felt like they just they didn't know their place either. So once I came back and I was like, okay, this is where my mindset's at. When I'm in the studio, I'm doing this, you guys come through. I love having you around, but you don't need to come on my bus all the time. And, you know, it's just finding out places where they belong.
People naturally weed themselves out and then
right. And then like, you know, I got my brother here. He's, I mean, not my real brother, but he's my dad dated his mom for 15 years. So we like spent Christmases together, and I know I can trust him, and yeah.
Those conversations got to be tough. Like, you got this group of people, and you want to assume that they're your best friends, and then at some point you got to say this. That's a tough conversation for anybody. Now, if you're having it at 19 or 20 or 21, that's tough.
It's one of the toughest things, especially when you really love someone. And I'm not the type of person who likes confrontation at all. Like, I hate it, especially with my friends. So I don't want to disappoint them. I don't want them to think that I don't love them, you know. But there's sometimes you just need space, and it's like, I still love you, but I'm gonna love you from a distance because I don't know if like we're right for each other right now. Not like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's probably comforting for teenagers to hear this because we've all been there. Like, we've all had those friends that we couldn't say no to, and peer pressure. And this is probably how we gotten ourselves into situations that we have.
Yeah. Yeah. I think I have a cool opportunity to just be a light and tell people, I'm human. I'm still going to make mistakes. You might see me on TMZ tomorrow doing something else dumb. But I think that what's cool about this growth is people can see it, and it's like I've made a transition that's and been consistent, you know. And I think that life is just about staying consistent and keeping pushing forward and knowing that, hey, this day might suck, but let me just look forward to tomorrow or the better days to come in the future.
I know you're pretty spiritual, so and I know you must have thought about this before, like. Did God put you on this earth to do music, or did God put you on this earth to connect with people going through struggles that can learn from you? You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, no, I get you. I think that my platform gives me the opportunity to do that. My love and my passion is people, and that's where my music comes, is because I'm able to give them something special, whether they're going through whatever they're going through. I think the connection comes through my music and helping them through my music. I don't know if necessarily I'm meant to be a public speaker or someone who's, you know, I think what my platform is come to my show, feel the energy from my music, know that my music is positive and light and beautiful, and hopefully they can take something from that. Because I think that when it's almost like a religion in itself. You know, when you're coming to a concert, you're leaving all your troubles behind. You're going to just be like completely enveloped in the music, and you have your hands up, and it's like you're just there and you're present. And I think that what's so beautiful about that is like everyone's connected, everyone's there and there for the right reasons, and that's why I love what I do.
Now, purpose is a powerful word, and I think it's a bold move to make it the title of your album. Right. Do you feel like you found your purpose, or are you still searching for it?
I think slowly but surely, but I think that finding your purpose is one of the most important things, and that's why I wanted to make the album Purpose, because everything that I put out so far, whether it's Never Say Never or Believe, it's all has something that's such a powerful word that you can take it however you want to take it and run with it, but it's powerful. And like for a while, I felt like I lost my purpose, and slowly but surely, I'm figuring out where I belong and what my purpose is and what I need to do for the world and what I need to do for myself. And hopefully, I just keep moving in that direction. And